What's up, everybody? How's everyone doing?
I'm doing okay.
I'm fine, too.
I'm alright too. But how are you doing, Ralph?
I'm doing okay. We're all dealing with some personal stuff, at our homes, but we're pushing through them and doing our thing here, and that's what's important.
We just got done doing the mega crossover review of the Batman Arkham Knight video game, and it was epic. Part 8 was the conclusion on the Ralph Jag channel, and we saw what happened in Part 7 on this channel, the Ralph Jaguar 1 channel. Ralph, after you sent Cece, Naruto, and me out of the room, you had an intense conversation with Batman.
Okay, sorry to interrupt you there, Rocky. We will get to that. But first, I would like for everyone to notice that we're sitting at a bigger table today, and there's a reason for that. We're going to be joined by someone.
Mimi Faust is going to be here. We are here to talk about her, right?
Yes, Naruto. We are going to talk about Mimi Faust in this installment, but she's not the one that's joining us at the panel today.
Then, who is?
The person that is joining us for this installment is the newest member of Ralph J Images. Therefore, Naruto, you will now be known as and referred to as Pre-Teen-Naruto from the original Naruto anime series.
Say what? What's going on? Why do I have to be known as Pre-Teen-Naruto?
Oh, I already have a feeling where this is going. OMG. Ralph, you are so epic. Did you manage to pull off what I think you managed to pull off?
What? What is going on?
Oh yes, I did, Rocky. And I just knew you would be the one to figure out what I did.
Did what? Can somebody fill me in?
Somebody needs to fill me in too.
Now, as you know, this Naruto that you're seeing right here was pulled out of the original Naruto anime series, the 12-year-old one. That's why we have to call him Pre-Teen Naruto. It wasn't easy. Well, actually, it wasn't really that hard after we got the star of the original Naruto anime series. Now, we also have the star of the Naruto Shippuden anime series. That's right, the 16-year-old Big Naruto is with us as well.
Wow.
You've got to be kidding me. This just isn't happening.
Oh, it's happening, Preteen. Here is the newest member of Ralph J Images, the star of Naruto Shippuden, Big Naruto.
OMG, Ralph. How did you do this?
It's complicated to explain, but I can sum it up by saying that, yes, it was tough bringing in Pre-Teen Naruto, the star of the original Naruto anime series, but after we managed to get him into our brand, it wasn't so hard to bring in Big Naruto, the 16-year-old star of the Naruto Shippuden anime series.
This is epic, Ralph.
Thanks. Big Naruto, welcome to the brand known as Ralph J Images. We're all happy that you're here.
Really? It doesn't look like everyone is happy to see me here. What's up, little Naruto? You shell-shocked over there.
I think we're all shell-shocked by this.
Well, right off the bat, I just have to say that I don't know what to think just yet. I mean, have you been watching the series of Ralph J Images, Big-Naruto?
Yes, I have. Rocky.
Then you know that Naruto, Pre-Teen-Naruto, and I have been butting heads. So, with you coming on board, I don't know if this is going to be good or bad.
Well, that Naruto is not really a team player. You know that by watching the show. But I, on the other hand, am a lot different than my younger version.
That remains to be seen.
I should have gave everyone a heads up before you all came on here today. I apologize if you're all caught off guard, but it's been rough for me lately, and there's an awful lot going on, so there wasn't really any time to let everyone know what my intentions were. Sometimes we just have to wing it.
Well, it's not about winging it, Ralph. I really think by me being here will be epic for Ralph J Images. I bring a lot to the table.
We'll see about that, Naruto. Big Naruto.
You never know what to expect from Ralph J Images. Jaguars. Naruto? Are y'all finally gonna say something? Pre-Teen-Naruto?
This is Bull. S-H-I-T. What the F you brought him here for, Ralph?
First of all, you need to watch your effing language, preteen. Watch your quote-unquote French, okay? Second, I brought Big Naruto here to this brand to help us out. There's an awful lot that we need to do, and Big Naruto is here to help us do it.
Yeah, like we really need his help. To review, Mimi Faust-Part, Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta.
From what I've been seeing, you do need help. Pre-Teen 1. Not only am I here to review shows like Love and Hip Hop, but I'm also here to keep you in check.
Look, I don't need you to keep me in check. Anything that you can do, I can do. Much better than your goofy ass.
You best sit your little ass down, Pre-Teen 1. Just like everyone has seen on the show, I am way ahead of you. Trust me, you want no parts of this.
Then, why don't you just bring it? Goof. I know that. I have more than enough just to blow you out.
Once again, I have to stand up, put my foot down hardcore, and pull rank on people.
You see, this is what I'm talking about. All these outbursts on here. This is not going to work for me.
Well, since everyone else is standing up, I'm gonna stand up too.
Okay, everybody settle down.
You need to say that to that preteen punk, cause he's the one that's trying to rise up on people.
I'm not trying. I am rising upon you. Goof.
Really?
Alright, enough. Everybody, enough. I'm in charge here, and I'm saying stop. By me arranging this, everyone is caught off guard. I get that, and I apologize for that. But if you two Narutos can't keep your egos in check, then that's on you two. Now, this right here is the series that we're using to review the hit reality television show of VH1, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. This is Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Review, Mimi Faust Part 1. So that right there tells you that this will be in a few parts.
How many parts, Ralph?
I don't know yet. Probably 3 or 4. It may turn out to be more than that if we keep on bitching like this. I've done the research and I'm telling you, Mimi Faust is a huge entity. There's a lot of story to tell with her, so we really need to go ahead and get on with this. Naruto, Pre-Teen, you want your solo series or what?
You know, I want it. Ralph.
Alright then, but first there's stuff that we got to do, and this review of Mimi's story is one of them. Big Naruto. As of right now, I'm making you the Chunin Ninja of Ralph J. Images, just like I did for Pre-Teen.
Thanks.
So, now that we've all gotten acquainted, everyone, please take your seats. The staff went through an awful lot to make this happen, so we would really appreciate it if everyone here would give this a fair chance. Okay?
I'm willing to give it a shot, Ralph.
Thanks. How about you, Pre-Teen?
I'm willing to. Give it a try, Ralph.
Good. Now, just before we dive into Mimi Faust, I need to tell you all that with the reviews of Ralph J. Images, there is one thing that will change. As you all know, we have several web series and YouTube channels, and I, with Brittany Cable's assistance, have created ads for them to display in various places. So here is an ad presented by Ralph J. Images.
Wow, those look real awesome, Ralph. You and Brittany put those together?
Yeah, and we put an awful lot into those series and channels too. It will be greatly appreciated if everyone can check out the links in the description section /info bar of this installment /video. We got some real good stuff going on the Ralph Jag channel. So now let's talk about Mimi Faust. Yes, I have discussed Mimi Faust before, and so has a lot of other people on YouTube. We've even discussed her sex tape. Now, I have seen the 4th season of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and so has everyone else here, and it was real epic. And because of the huge, massive bombs that Mimi dropped on us, and the stuff that was revealed on that show, I really feel like I need to clear a lot of things up pertaining to Mimi, her sex tape, the leaking of it, her relationship with Stevie J, Jocelyn Hernandez, Nikko London, and his wife, Margot.
The one that was holding the camera. What? It is possible.
And on top of all that, we'll also be discussing other great features of Mimi Faust.
Oh yeah. Mimi Faust has a lot of great features. Body features.
I was actually referring to things like her new website, Naruto.
So much for being professional.
Alright, let's do this. I'm really sure that if you're a die-hard fan of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, you know a lot about Mimi Faust. Thanks to the show, controversy, and most definitely her sex tape, she is very popular and one of, if not the hottest topic to search for on the Google internet. When I decided to do this documentary of Mimi again, I of course did some more research on her and found some surprising new things about her. One of them being her epic new website, and from there I was able to get more info from her. She's commonly known as a reality TV personality, Arlormi, an entrepreneur and devoted mother to Eva, the daughter of three-time Grammy Award-winning songwriter, musician, and producer Stevie J. Mimi was torn away from her mother at the age of 13, so she was forced to quickly learn how to be self-reliant and enterprising. That spirit drove her to find her father, an artist from upstate New York, and foster a relationship with him. Through their connection, Mimi learned that she had inherited artistic tastes and creative influences. She has partnered to develop several brands that she is currently conceptualizing, which is the children's fashion line inspired by her daughter, and designing a home line to incorporate with her 12-year estate and commercial cleaning service, which was reconstructed and reopened in the fall of 2013. As the series Love and Hip Hop Atlanta started out, Mimi was portrayed as a classy, successful businesswoman who carries herself in a very proper manner. Her commercial cleaning service business is really booming. It most definitely boomed after the first season of this show, which in turn made Mimi very successful.
Then, why in the world would she make a sex tape?
We'll get to that soon. Mimi Faust is definitely the kind of lady that every man wants. She has her own money and she's really, really, really hot.
Really?
Really?
I don't know. Maybe there's not enough reallys to describe how hot Mimi is.
As I reported in Love and Hip Hop Atlanta review, Benzino vs. Stevie J Part 2, Stevie J was in a relationship with Eve and cheating on her, possibly with Mimi. After the relationship with Eve ended, Stevie and Mimi had their on-off relationship going. And I'm not going to get into the specific dates, so we won't have to worry about that. And like we discussed in Love and Hip Hop Atlanta review, Benzino vs. Stevie J Part 2, Stevie had his excessive cheating habit on. Now, looking back on everything, I've been watching this show since 2012. I really believe that Mimi really wanted it to work with Stevie J. But in her own words, Stevie really hurt Mimi to the core when he smashed Jocelyn Hernandez and got her pregnant. Then there was the way that Stevie acted afterwards. I mean, his narcissism, my God, his narcissism. Stevie just blew me away with that.
I saw that, Ralph. I watched their whole first season. And Ralph, I know you're a fan of the guy, but I really think that Stevie J was fronting for the cameras, and he still does.
And Mimi just couldn't take it anymore. I wouldn't be able to handle that either.
We saw it all on the show. Mimi and Stevie tried in the beginning of season 2 of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, but you all saw the epic storm that came through when Jocelyn showed up at the house. Mimi ripped Stevie J a much-deserved new one and decided to move on to someone else.
And this is where the new story with Mimi continues, right? Because in part 2 of Benzino vs. Stevie J you stopped there and said that you would talk about Mimi some more later.
That's right. Very good, preteen.
You really like calling me preteen, don't you?
It's catchy, and I'm really getting used to it. Yes, Jaguars, this is where Nikko comes in. This is Nikko. His full stage name is Nikko London.
Not Nico Smith?
Well, that's the complicated part, Cece. I researched it and got the info from wikipedia.org. His full birth name is Londale Smith, and his stage name that he goes by is Nikko London. You see, the problem is that some of the media were not getting his stage name right. But Smith is his real last name. Nikko was born on August 14, 1975, which means he's 40. He's an American singer and record producer. In 2011, Nikko started working on a new project with Margot, whom we know now is his wife, called Invaders. The duo released their dubstep mixtape Just Landed in the fall of that year. It is also reported that Nikko has lesions on his forehead.
What is that, Ralph?
A lesion is any abnormality in the tissue of the organism. In layman's terms, damage, usually caused by disease or trauma. Lesions to the brain can result from many factors, including vascular disorders, traumatic brain injuries, and tumors.
Damn, that sounds hard.
It is hard.
Ralph, how did Nikko get lesions on his forehead?
That I could not find.
He was probably born with it.
Could be. That is a possibility. Well, let's dive into his website. Yeah, like Mimi, Nikko also has a website.
So, all of a sudden, everyone has a website. Are you going to get one, too? Ralph?
No, not yet.
But you do deserve one, Ralph.
Thanks, Cece. Now, Nikko's website is full of stuff. Here's some stuff about Nikko that I found out from his newly discovered website. Nikko London is a reality TV personality, music producer, songwriter, and fitness enthusiastic who was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. Having witnessed the darker side of the struggle to make ends meet, Nikko was compelled to one day live a life filled with purpose and to make a living touching people globally through his achievements. Music has always been a refuge for Nikko. As a child, he would escape through a great place of music, creating his own wonderland. At the tender age of 10, he began rapping as a pastime in the streets of Brooklyn. Soon after, he discovered his unique ear for music as he was constantly humming melodies in his head. These melodies transformed into an undeniable talent, incorporating his love for hip-hop with his ability to sing. Nikko found a vehicle for reaching people and in turn created the life that he'd dreamt of for so long. As Nikko set out to build a career in the entertainment industry, he wanted to set himself apart from other hopefuls. In doing so, he studied several genres of music such as reggae, soul, rock and roll, and gospel. Nikko prides himself in being a versatile and well-rounded musician. Therefore, his musical influences are electric, ranging from Bob Marley, Marvin Gaye, Tribe Called Quest, and the Anointed Sounds Commission and the Winans, driven to make music that connects with a multiple of people. Nikko describes his sound as international and pop. He vows that his music is so original that it can't be compared to any other sound. Although audiences that enjoy music from Akon, Drake, Flo Rida, Sean Paul, and Trevor Guthrie will also appreciate his talent. Nikko has worked with award-winning producers such as Timbaland and Sean Garrett, and he's also worked with songstress Tamia and hip-hop heavyweight Rick Ross, just to name a few. In 2012, Nikko upped the ante, cementing his dedication to music by forming his own production company, Unstoppable Records. While starting a production company seems challenging, Nikko stood strong in his vision. Currently, Nikko is working on his own project and has adopted a mantra of getting out of his own way. He labels himself as a perfectionist at times, though now he's ready to bring his sound to the masses. In addition to reality TV and music, health and fitness are also priorities for Nikko. He's always been into looking fit and in shape from a very young age. Staying on that path, Nikko trains regularly, and his passion has led him to help others make life-changing transformations. Nikko dubs himself a businessman, but he tries not to take life too seriously. He makes time for the good life, living every day as if it were the weekend. He's grounded in the belief that he can set his mind to anything and conquer it. The will to never give up keeps him focused. I quote Nikko's words, "I want to be a light to those wanting to find a way out of a hard knock life," unquote. All of this written by Miss Effin Wright. A. Price.
Those were Nikko's words? I want to be a light to those wanting to find a way out of a hard knock life?
Yep, that was from Nikko himself.
Wow, that's very generic. And you do this, research things so well, Ralph.
Thanks, Big Naruto.
Genius.
Thanks.
Ralph is very good when it comes to research.
You don't catch on very well. Do you, Cece?
Oh. Shut up, Naruto.
I think you're the one that needs to. Shut up, Rocky. It's not like you're contributing anything to this.
I'm contributing a lot more than you, Pre-Teen.
Okay. That's enough, you two. Besides, it's time for another ad by Ralph J. Images. After Mimi and Stevie J had that falling out at the beginning of the second season, Nikko was introduced to the world on this show as Mimi's new man.
Ralph, how long has Mimi known Nikko?
It's got to be about 13 years. Just before Mimi started dating Nikko in 2013, we saw on the show she had known him for about 10 years, I believe.
While Mimi was on and off with Stevie, she had kept in contact with Nikko while he was running around, doing his other stuff.
Right.
We all watched them on the second season of Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta. Ralph, what do you think of this Nikko?
Well, when I first saw Nikko on the show, I didn't know what to think. Nikko was the new guy on the scene, and I didn't know him, so I couldn't just start hating on him. But Stevie J did, of course, simply because he's the ex-guy of Mimi Faust. Now, Stevie could have had Mimi, he did, but he messed it up. So now, at that point, Stevie has to watch Mimi date Nikko, and Stevie only had himself to blame. I mean, he did it to himself.
I remember that. Jocelyn kept saying to Mimi that Jocelyn was going to get the hell on, like he did, but Mimi would still be there, with Stevie and putting up with all that. But in reality, it's Jocelyn that stayed with Stevie, and Mimi was the one that actually moved on. Really funny.
I agree with Arian. Nikko was just a knockoff Stevie J. He's similar to Stevie, but Nikko's not him.
In season 2, I didn't like Nikko, and I didn't think that he was right for Mimi.
And why did you think that?
I just had a feeling that something was foul about Nikko. I thought he was just there for the cameras.
He probably was.
I knew it wasn't going to work out. That's why I wasn't surprised when Mimi and Nikko fought.
Well, they didn't fight, they argued. I remember K. Michelle going at it with Nikko and Johnny when they were shooting their music video, NY to LA. Mimi was there, she was in the video, and so was Arian.
I remember that fight scene.
I think we all do. There's no way you can forget about that fight scene.
But there's a lot of fight scenes on Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta.
There's a lot of fight scenes in Love and Hip Hop, period.
That's an epic way to put it, Ralph.
Did Mimi seem to be very angry in the second season? I think she was.
I think so too, Big Naruto. And let me explain why. This is just my deduction, of course. This thing with Mimi and Stevie J had really hit hard with Mimi. A lot of people think that Mimi kept giving Stevie other chances because of their daughter. I think otherwise. I really feel like Mimi was really in love with Stevie J, and she really wanted it to work with Stevie. She really wanted that. But then Jocelyn came into the picture and ruined it. And ruined it for Mimi. So that is why Mimi was so mad at both Stevie and Jocelyn. That's why Mimi kept taking verbal shots at Jocelyn whenever she got the opportunity. I even remember the stripper pole that Mimi sent to Jocelyn as her wedding gift.
Well, Jocelyn said that pole was too small. Her room in her house is real big. So, the pole has to be bigger.
I think we all remember that. And that's why Mimi was so angry that year. And on the reunion of the second season, Stevie J said that he was the reason why Mimi was so angry.
Stevie be hurting these girls, man. He even hurts just a lot of times.
Okay, let's talk about the video of Nikko and Johnny. Actually, it's the video of Nikko, Johnny, and Mimi.
I think you had it right the first time, Ralph. Yeah, Mimi was in this video, but she hardly got any shots in it.
We all saw this video, by the way, Nikko and Johnny's NY to LA, featuring Mimi Faust. It premiered during the second season of this show. Now, I think this video NY to LA is okay, but that's just me. Other people, actually everyone else, thinks that it sucks. Now, this video is in the description section / info bar of this installment, so you all can judge for yourselves. So, what do you all here think about this video?
I think it's okay, too, Ralph. But that's just being nice. Now, if you want me to be honest, trust me, you don't want me to be honest about this music video.
This video is not too good. They could have put more work into it to make it better. I mean, Nikko and Johnny are both talented, obviously. So, they could have done a better job with this.
Sorry, but this video is not too good.
And while everyone here is being nice about NY to LA, people in the comments section are ripping this video apart. They don't like it at all.
I'm not going to be nice to spare people's feelings. I'm going to be real. This video sucks. And even Stevie J said that this video is trash.
Yeah, at the video release party is where Stevie J confronted Nikko and they went head to head.
Keep it 100, Ralph. You know that Stevie destroyed Nikko at that video release party. Nikko gave Mimi a whack fake watch, and Stevie J gave Mimi a BMW car. So you tell me who won.
I think it's obvious. Big-Naruto.
And Stevie showed Nikko up again at the reunion of that second season.
Yup, by throwing dollar bills into the air.
And Mimi complained that she didn't get enough screen time in the video, NY to LA. And after Nikko did 7 edits to the video, Mimi still didn't get enough screen time.
But the video wasn't good anyway. I wouldn't want to be in this video.
Hey, Ralph. Do you think that Mimi should have been happy with what she got and not complain about it?
Well, I am a little surprised that Mimi got upset about the screen time in the video, because the video is by Nikko and Johnny featuring Mimi, but it is a good issue to bring up. I think Mimi should have gotten some more scenes in this video.
When Stevie gave Mimi that car, it seems like he was able to drive a wedge between Mimi and Nikko. Because after that, Mimi and Nikko argued.
Nikko wanted to take that car and add it to the collection. But he doesn't have a collection.
Yeah, he was fronting.
Then Nikko and Mimi argued at the party, and then, about a few days later, that is when Carly Red hit Mimi with some info.
Being messy again.
Apparently, Nikko had texted Carly and tried to holler at her, and then Mimi went off on Nikko. Nikko said some stuff to Mimi as well. So bottom line is, Mimi had to, put that relationship on ice.
That's what she told Stevie J.
I knew that Mimi and Nikko were still together after the second season of the show ended and before the reunion, because they never said that it was a breakup. You see, you have to pay attention to the words when people talk.
Really? Wow. That is so good, Ralph.
Thanks, Big Naruto. The A has so many codes, and that season I even learned that if a guy says to a girl that he wants a head of lettuce, it really means that that guy wants to have sex with the girl.
Haha. I remember that one. Stevie said that to Mimi. You learn something new every day. Huh, Ralph? Hey, Rocky. Can I have a head of?
Don't even. Naruto. I'm telling you, now. If you finish that question, you will get smacked. Hard.
You better watch your step, preteen. You'll get hurt up in here.
Alright, I think this is a good time to start wrapping this up before Pre-Teen Naruto gets a beatdown. Part 2 of our review of Mimi Faust in this series will be coming soon.
So, how many parts do you think this will be in?
3 parts. Ralph?
At this point, yeah, I think and I'm hoping it'll be in 3 parts. And part 2 of this, we're going to get into the stuff about Mimi Faust. The good stuff.
He means the dirty good stuff.
Naruto.
In the meantime, please check the description section /info bar of this installment for the links to the other channels of Ralph J. Images. Our mega crossover review of Batman Arkham Knight is there too. Peace out. Till later, Jaguars.
Thanks, Rocky.